If you haven't seen my intro video explaining how tags work in Quicken and why they're so useful, I'll link that below. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to filter and view your tag transactions inside any Quicken register. This is where tags become incredibly powerful, especially if you manage a small business, track rental properties, or deal with multi-purpose spending. Okay, before we jump into the steps, I want to quickly explain why filtering by tags is so powerful in Quicken. Most people start by using the search box to find transactions. But here's the problem. When you search by category, Quicken doesn't limit the results to that category. It pulls in anything with that same word anywhere, the payee name, the memo, subcategories, or even part of another category's name. That creates a ton of clutter and it makes it hard to see what you actually need. Tags work completely differently. A tag only shows up in your results if you assign that tag to a transaction. So when you filter by a tag, you get a clean, intentional list with no extra noise. This is especially helpful if you're juggling personal, rental, or small business expenses. Categories alone can't tell you why the money was spent. Tags fill that gap. Okay, let's walk through how to filter your register by a tag, because this is where you'll really see the difference between categories and tags. Start by opening any account register. Checking, credit card, it doesn't matter. Search box works the same everywhere. To show the problem, we're going to start with a category search. So when I type office expenses, Quicken pulls in every transaction that contains the word office anywhere. The category, subcategory, notes, payee name, or even something buried in the memo. It's useful sometimes, but it also creates a lot of clutter, like trying to find a single receipt in a room where someone dumped every piece of paper they've ever owned. Okay, now let's search by a tag instead. So I'm going to type office supplies. And look how much cleaner this is. Quicken now shows only the transactions that actually have the office supplies tag, nothing else. And that's the real advantage of using tags. The results reflect what you intentionally labeled, not random text that happens to appear inside a transaction. Alright, let me show you one more example using a rental property tag. So watch what happens when I type the tag DEL. Now Quicken shows all transactions tied specifically to this property. No extra clutter, no unrelated spending. Everything you need is grouped together in one clean list. Sometimes a single transaction covers more than one purpose. For example, a transaction might include both lawn care business and office supplies. Here's how tags handle this. If I search for lawn care, the transaction appears. If I search for office supplies, it also appears. This is incredibly useful for multi-purpose spending because Quicken doesn't require you to split the transaction across accounts or categories. You get full visibility for each purpose, all in one place. There are a couple of search limitations that can trip people up. First, tags must be spelled exactly as they were created. Quicken doesn't do fuzzy matching, but it does ignore capitalization. Okay, so office supplies, if I can spell it right, or supplies like that, all work. But if you type office supply without the IES, you'll get no results. Second, the search box only handles one text phrase at a time. If you type multiple tags in the search field, Quicken treats it as plain text instead of separate filters. So knowing these limits keeps things running smoothly and it prevents a lot of frustration. Alright, here's a quick recap. Filtering by tags is one of the fastest ways to bring order to a busy register. Categories tell you what the money was spent on, but tags tell you why you spent it. By using tags, you get an accurate list of every transaction tied to a project, property, or purpose, without extra clutter. In the next video in this series, I'll show you how to fix, rename, and clean up your tag list so you stay organized over time. If this video is helpful, please hit like and subscribe, and check the link below for the full tag series playlist.